Listen up, y'all. Losing body fat and building muscle is actually a lot more simpler than you think, as long as you understand these principles that I'm about to teach you. It's coming from someone that looked like this a long time ago and now looks like this. Shall we? It is called the pre-summer glow up protocol. Now, I have a fitness plan and a nutrition plan included within this protocol. I realized that this is a part 2. That's because I made a video a long time ago and it just wasn't as good and wasn't as thorough as I was hoping for it to be for you guys. In this video, I will optimize this plan for you guys to put it as simple as possible so that way you can understand and implement this protocol into your fat loss and muscle building routine. Okay, without further ado, I don't want to waste any more time. Your time is precious, so I got you guys. Let's get started. So let's get started with the fitness plan. The fitness plan has only 2 goals: to optimize activity and increase muscle growth. So how do we optimize activity? Well, to optimize activity, I have actually increased my steps from 10,000 to 15,000. And here's why. I realized that I am a big eater. If you can't compromise much on the eating, maybe you should move more. But of course, you should move more and, decrease the amount of food that you eat. This helps burn fat. Hitting that 15,000 step goal is very optimal to lose body fat. You can start off 10,000 because I won't lie, I made progress doing 10,000 steps a day, but I feel like there could be a lot more results with 15,000. So give yourself the first couple weeks to do 10,000, but really try and move it up to 15,000. If you can get in the habit of doing 10,000, you can get in the habit of doing 15,000. All right. So now I want to move on to the workout split. Now this workout split has actually been changed. If you could recall from the previous video on this topic, we did miscellaneous workouts and cardio. Now here's the thing. I noticed something about my muscle growth, and I actually compared it to my cousin's muscle growth. You see, my cousin actually made an astounding amount of muscle, and it wasn't something, and I thought to myself, and I was like, why am I not building a ton of muscle? You know what I mean? So granted, he's making newbie gains, but he's still making lots of gains, right? So I thought to myself, well, I'm getting the optimal amount of sleep. I'm working out 6 times a week. Here's the issue. I wasn't prioritizing recovery. You see, all the muscle building actually happens when you're recovering. So moving on to the workout split. The workout split is Sunday is a rest day, non-negotiable. On Sunday, maybe get 10,000 steps in, 15,000, somewhere around there. It'll be a more lenient day, but it's got to be an active rest day. Okay, but you don't go to the gym this day. On Monday, lower body. So on Monday, we want to do 1 quad exercise. We want to do 1 hamstring exercise. We want to do 1 calf exercise. And we want to do 2, you could do 3 ab exercises. And then to end the workout, you want to do a squat exercise. This is a compound movement. It is perfect for you to do. So now compound movements work out multiple muscle groups in one movement, especially with squats. Squats are really good for this. So any squat variation could work. For Tuesday, we have miscellaneous exercises and cardio. Now, the cardio that I used to do was to go on runs, to do a jog, a 15-minute jog with a 1-minute sprint at every 5 minutes. I did this, but it only made me stress out a bit more and it just made me more hungry. So what did I do? Well, I actually changed it so that way on Tuesdays, I did miscellaneous workouts, but also did zone 2 cardio. Now there's a difference. There's zone 2 cardio and there's like zone 4 or something, I believe. So zone 2 is what I would like to do is go on a treadmill and put it at a 13.5 incline, and you want to do it at 3 or 3.5 speed. You want to kind of just like be a little bit speed walking. This will take your heart rate up a little, which is optimal for fat loss. Now, in terms of the miscellaneous workouts that you do on Tuesdays, I recommend doing either shoulders, forearms, or abs. These are the muscle groups that actually recover the fastest throughout your body. The reason is because they include a lot with posturing. Your forearms, I kind of forgot why they recover very fast, but I've been working out my forearms like quite a lot, and you know, they look pretty good. They look pretty good. All right. So I can confidently say that forearms, abs, and shoulders can be worked out, maybe even the day after you work them out. As we move throughout this split, you'll understand just how everything goes in tangent together. Again, with miscellaneous and cardio day, you don't want it to be too intense. Your body is still trying to recover from lower body day. So if anything, the 13.5 incline treadmill walk is too much for you, then maybe just keep it stagnant, just keep it flat, or maybe do it at 9, or maybe even just do it at 6. Whatever works for you, whatever's gonna help you not feel as rough on your legs. Whatever's, whatever helps. So for Wednesday we have upper body workouts. Now, for upper body workouts, we always do 2 exercises for back. We do 2 exercises for chest, 1 exercise for triceps, 1 exercise for biceps, 1 exercise for forearms, and 1 exercise for shoulders. Now, in a later video, I'll go more into depth of what exercises I do personally for these days. So please stay tuned for that. That will be coming out hopefully soon. I've just been busy lately. You know, we're kind of moving some stuff around in the house. We're renovating, so hopefully I'll be able to have time to be able to whip those videos out for you guys. I really want to help you guys out. But anyways, moving on. Thursday is also miscellaneous cardio day. Again, miscellaneous workouts, shoulders, abs, forearms. After doing those, you don't want to go too intense. You want to stimulate the muscle. You don't want to intensify it. You want to stimulate the muscle. You already worked out shoulders. You already worked out forearms. You just need to stimulate the muscle. You don't need to go to failure. Again, you just need to stimulate it, okay? So, for Friday, we have lower body. And then Saturday, upper body. I already explained what we do for those days. You guys already know. And then Sunday, rest day, rinse and repeat. This is the workout split that I have built that has been optimized for purely muscle growth. So as you can see, you have hit pretty much every muscle group twice a week, with the only exception being forearms, abs, and shoulders. The reason why I like to put an emphasis on shoulders, forearms, and abs is because they are honestly the most aesthetic muscles you could have. If you have broader shoulders, you'll fill out your t-shirts more. If you have bigger forearms, it's like the one muscle that people always see is your forearms. So if you see a guy with thick forearms, you're gonna think, okay, dude, that guy's jacked. He actually fucking works out. You know what I mean? Now for abs, the reason why I work out abs frequently is because, again, it's quick to recover and it's also aesthetically pleasing. Okay, let's be honest. And plus, if you have thicker abs, when you are losing body fat, your abs will actually show faster. So I don't get all this BS about, abs are made in the kitchen. They're not. They're not. Abs are also made in the gym. They increase in size just like any other muscle, and they increase in definition as well. So if you honestly think that you're just going to get abs purely on, dieting, you're not wrong, but you just won't see the results as fast because your abs just simply won't be popping. You know what I mean? So that is the workout plan. Do this and you will keep your muscle throughout this cut. Again, stimulating the muscle and working it out, challenging it, keeps your muscle throughout this cut. All right. So now we are moving on to nutrition. Nutrition is probably by far the most important thing about this, and it actually determines how quickly you get those abs. Okay? The two goals to nutrition is to optimize protein intake and also lower calories. You want to do this by getting into an intermediate fasting. This will incentivize you to eat less meals throughout the day, thus making you fuller throughout the day. So I personally do intermediate fasting, and here's why. I do intermediate fasting. So intermediate fasting, let me define this for you real quick. Intermediate fasting is I like to do a 16-8 intermediate fasting. 16 hours without food, 8 hours with food. So the window that I like to eat is between 12 p.m. and 8 p.m. 8 p.m. being the latest, 12 p.m. being the earliest. So the reason why is because, I hope you notice, I've been doing my morning walks. I do my morning walks every morning, and when you do them fasted, your body actually resorts to burning fat for fuel rather than carbs. Okay? Following along here? For the first meal, I like to alternate between what I call an egg meal and a protein yogurt meal. So, for Sunday, eggs. Monday, yogurts. Tuesday, eggs. Wednesday, yogurt. Thursday, eggs. Friday, yogurt. Saturday, eggs. Okay? For the egg meal, I always like to use turkey breast with eggs. I always like to throw tapatio on it. And you can have your choice of fruit alongside it. It's some healthy carbs, plus you get some extra nutrients with it. You can't go wrong with any fruit, honestly. You could go with banana, you could go with watermelon, you could go with oranges, you could go with apples, you could go with kiwis. It doesn't matter, but I really hope that you implement fruit, because what this does is, again, it gets you the right nutrients and it gets you the healthy sugars to give you energy throughout the day. Plus it's more volume, so it'll keep you full for longer. Plus you get fiber. Fruit tends to have fiber, and fiber will help your digestive system. For the second meal, you want to go pre-workout. The pre-workout meal. Now, I like to use a protein shake. You could do whatever you like, but I highly recommend that you do a protein shake. So you could either have a banana with a protein shake, but what I do is I put my banana in the protein shake. Wait, pause. I like to put a banana in the protein shake. So I like to do banana, 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, and then like 1 to 2 scoops of whey protein. I preferably 2, just so I can meet my protein goal a lot quicker. I am a bigger guy. Maybe if you're a smaller gentleman, no offense, but maybe you could use maybe 1 scoop. It'll be less, but here's the benefit. It's less calories for you. Honestly, would love to have this every time before a workout, preferably 30 minutes. I like to let it settle in a little. And as I get to the gym, it hits the 30-minute mark, and my body's like already probably digested it and is trying to disperse the nutrients. I don't know. I'm not a doctor here, but I am trying to help, So 6 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m., wherever the heck, right, is the third meal. For the third meal, I have actually been uploading meals that I implement into my routine. You can always check them out. I'll link them in the description, or you could just go and check out my channel. There are plenty of cooking videos for you guys. I will keep making more. I'm sorry for not uploading more. I'm so sorry. Here's the thing. I want to preface this by saying you should have eaten less than 1,000 calories throughout the day before you even go and have your dinner, okay? So if you go over 1,000 calories by your third meal, then you've already kind of like messed it up a little, and you have to opt for a lower calorie option for your meal. So this could be a salmon dinner, or this could be a stir fry. Those tend to be the lower calorie options. However, with my sort of diet, I like to be sort of lenient with it. I still want to hit my protein, but also keep the calories under, way under maintenance. I am trying to lose 1 pound of body fat per week. The third meal could either include chicken quesadillas, ramen bowl, stir fry, protein tacos, steak and eggs, protein burger, chicken Alfredo, or salmon dinner. I'm trying to find more meals to make, but those tend to be the meals that I make the most. So at the bottom of this page, I've sort of just listed out calories and everything and sort of been calculating them. I highly suggest that you go ahead and grab a scale, grab some metric cups, grab some metric spoons. You know, that'll tell you, oh, like, for example, when it comes to spoons, like half a tablespoon to like 1 whole tablespoon, or when it comes to cups, like half a cup or a full or 1 cup. This will help you track how much you're putting in your food a lot easier. But I have also made cooking videos, so that way you can get a rough estimate as to what each meal would contain. I promise you, I will make more meal videos. I want to help you guys, so I'm sure it'll help a lot, even if the videos aren't that long. You know, I'm sure, I hope that they help, you know. That is it for the Summer Glow Up Protocol. Ladies and gentlemen, you have just gotten the recipe for losing body fat and gaining muscle, okay? So, I hope that you, ladies and gentlemen, have enjoyed this video. I am really passionate about self-improving. You guys have seen it. I have been uploading consistent short form videos for 30 days to prove to you guys that you can change your life in 99 days. There is still 60 days, ladies and gentlemen. There's, well, 69 days from the time of this video. There is still 69 days left. Choose to opt into this, please. I beg you, because time is running out before summer. You want to get to this now, all right? So, if you want to lose body fat and gain muscle, this is the protocol for you. If you're at a point like I am where you've got a lot of muscle but you need to be in a cutting phase, this is the protocol for you, because the whole point of this protocol is to maintain your muscle while you're losing weight. Because here's the thing about losing weight is that your body is going to try and take it from your muscle mass, from your lean mass. But here's the thing, this routine optimizes it to where you don't lose as much lean mass because you're actually working out and you're actually eating the amount of protein that you need. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Thank you for the support. You guys have been so amazing, and I want to keep helping you guys out throughout this entire process. I believe men and women can lose body fat and build muscle in 90 days and make significant progress. So, again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love you guys. See y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.